Okay, back to Lawu, episode 2 and the final part of my trip to Lawu. Thank you for following along. I have to apologize for the delay. I kept checking for, more footage, but unfortunately, the more and more I check, I realized I don't have a lot of footage except the ones that I have from first person view POV shot, so you just see it from my perspective. Throughout the hike I was pretty afraid to take off my camera off my chest. That's why it's mostly just you following along the hike, so it's going to be a bit boring, but hopefully you get an idea of how it was during the descent going downhill. At the beginning I was really trying to keep my boots dry and not to step in puddles, but shortly after I realized that there's not a chance. I cannot avoid getting wet since the water was just running downhill in such a large volume. Sometimes it would just pour into your boots and it was unavoidable, so there's really no point in trying to avoid getting water in your boots. This was the first time I was wearing my Solomon boots, and it was really heartbreaking to see them get filled up with water and all the nasty stuff, all the sediment. I am kind of wet even though I'm wearing a rain jacket. I feel really cold, so I really have to move as quick as possible so I can get my body temperature up. You can see me later on passing a lot of people and they're worried, but they don't realize I'm just trying to survive actually by going as fast as I can so I can raise my body temperature. With saying that, we are heading back to where we came from, the little house where we prepared all of our stuff and left a change of clothes behind in the house. It really didn't look good, very windy, and the rain just wouldn't stop. So you can see me at a lot of points just cursing everything out. I do apologize for the cursing. It was the only way to encourage myself to keep moving and try to be strong enough to fight the elements. My apologies in advance for the cursing. I hope it doesn't offend anybody. I know it's a bit boring because there are no other shots, it's just one shot, but at the end I will show you the village and how it looks like after the storm is done with the base camp. Here it is, the rest of it. Please enjoy. Let's go on a hiking trip. It's gonna be fun. Woo! Don't stop. Makasih ya. Ya. I get cold, man. That's the problem. Because I would also come slowly, but I want to die from hyperthermia, so I have to stay active. Doesn't matter what you think of me. Yeah, I'm careful, okay? I'm very careful. Just don't see it. You have no idea what I'm capable of. This is a joke. Whew. My boots so heavy because, you know, there's a you know what's going down here. Whew. That was a lucky bounce. It's funny. Rocks are not that dangerous. As I was going down, I kept thinking about how easy it could all end. A branch could fall on my head and just end it right there. All my adventures in Indonesia will have a quick end. I kept thinking about my mother, how upset she would be to find out that one of my adventures finally did it, and she can finally claim my insurance that she's been paying for in Canada. The only problem would be they would have to send my body back to Canada, and that would probably cost a lot. As I was going through these thoughts in my head, I kept thinking about my siblings, and would they even care since I just left them, all came to Indonesia and started a new life? I really didn't know the answers to those questions, but I had to keep going for myself, for my own sake. As I'm not even married yet, I don't have any dependents, but that's a blessing in itself, since I don't need to take care of anybody and I can experience the world to the best I can. When I finally reunited with all my friends back in the base camp, I had a sense of joy. You know that feeling where you feel there will be another adventure, you will make another YouTube video. And it really did feel like that. It really felt like I made it, and I was so grateful for living to see another day. After our hard fight for survival, we finally were able to sleep. I woke up in the morning with the first thought into my head, where are my boots and what condition they are in? Unfortunately, two tips of the shoelaces were crushed, which is quite heartbreaking, but it is what it is. I ran downstairs and checked them out. The water they were filled with last night, it had somehow gotten emptied, so I'm not sure, but it was time for us to go and eat. So I was looking for a group of people also to go out and eat in the village. I left my sandals there.
Oh, no, maybe somebody else.
It's gone, yeah. Oh. See. Oh, yeah. Good. Oh.
There's still water there.
Where?
That's the one, the yellow.
Toilet umum, yeah.
Yes. You better go first because soon everybody go there and water will.
Oh, yeah, you're right.
But it's better you use a small flashlight.
Oh, flashlight.
Because
Dark.
No, not too dark, but it's more convenient if you have small light. Everybody still will go there.
Okay. Thank you. My sandals were blew away. Thank God they didn't leave the property. I could still find them. But what a night. Like, I'm glad to be alive, to be honest with you. It was intense. Like, you could hear the wind howling. Not a fun time. We took shelter here. Thank God the building was big enough and strong enough to withstand the storm. So windy, bro. Since we didn't actually summit, so there's not really much to film. As a result, I decided to show you guys around the village and take some shots of the village at the base camp after the storm has settled down. The roofs of some of the stores had came off, and you could see, you know, a lot of the cables needed to be reconnected again. We didn't have any connection for about 6 hours in the morning. There was no signal from the cell towers, so we couldn't really call the driver to tell them no, that, you know, we are ready to get picked up, since we didn't actually go up. The driver had no idea, and he lived in a different city. So we ended up actually leaving at the same time as if we had actually summited. I think so.
I want
Mana
to take
temanku?
our footage.
Where is our teman?
Bebas bang, bebas. Tag ini.
Nggak usah.
Happy breakfast.
Ya. Selamat makan.
Gue mau bayangin kalau stick gua zong gua langsung pesen.
Mau nggak kok bagi gua? Bang, bang.
Dan siapa ini?
Foto sini kan.
This is mine. Round 3.
1, 2, 3.
Anjay makan.
Makan.
Oke, sama makan.
Makan.
Wow, chicken steak. Gula banget.
Gede banget.
And be mentioned like good. Potato chips.
Well, anyways, thank you for watching. Please hit the like and subscribe button. I do really appreciate that. Right now, I'm at about 170 subscribers. So it would be great if I could keep that going. The last Lawu video got about 2,000 views. So it's quite a milestone for me, for this small YouTube channel that I got going on. So thanks again.
Nggak boleh coy. Dia juga nggak tahu isinya apa. Apa isinya ini?